You just finished a 2-hour push workout, 9 different exercises, 45 sets, and you're absolutely exhausted. You have a huge pump. That has to mean it was a great workout, right? But here's the thing. Your bench press hasn't gone up in months. Your shoulders don't look any different than they did last year. You're putting in more work than almost anyone in your gym, and you have almost nothing to show for it. Let's fix that. There's a common belief in lifting that more volume automatically means more growth. More exercises, more sets, more time in the gym, more results. And on the surface, it makes sense. If 10 sets is good, 20 must be better, and 30 must be even better than that. But that's not how muscle growth actually works. The primary driver of muscle hypertrophy is mechanical tension, the force your muscles produce when they contract hard against a heavy load. And the way you maximize mechanical tension is by taking your sets close to failure with a challenging weight. A single set of bench press, where you grind out 8 reps with a challenging weight, is producing enormous mechanical tension. Your body is forced to recruit nearly every muscle fiber in your chest, triceps, and front delts to produce enough force to move the weight. That set is doing real work. Now compare that to a set where you grab a moderate weight, knock out 12 reps, and rack it because the program says 12. You end the set with 4 or 5 more reps left in the tank. Half the muscle fibers didn't even get recruited, and the ones that did had barely any strain put on them. That set barely counts. And this is the trap that high-volume training creates. When you have 30 or more sets to get through in a workout, you can't push every set to near failure. Your body won't let you. So you subconsciously start pacing yourself, leaving reps in the tank, picking weights that feel manageable, saving energy for the exercises still to come. You end up doing a massive amount of work, but very little of it is actually hard enough to force your muscles to grow. But that's not the only problem. When a workout drags on too long, general fatigue starts to take over. Your heart rate is elevated, you're out of breath, your grip gives out early, and your focus is gone. You stop your sets because your body is exhausted, not because the target muscle actually reached failure. That's a crucial distinction. Stopping a set of barbell rows because the bar is slipping out of your hands and you're out of breath is not the same as stopping because your muscles physically can't pull the weight anymore. One drives growth, the other is just fatigue. So what should you actually do? Focus on intensity, not volume. Every working set you perform should be taken to within 1 or 2 reps of failure. That means the weight should be heavy enough and the set should be hard enough that you genuinely could not do more than 1 or 2 additional reps with good form. If you're ending a set and you know you could have done 5 more reps, that set was too easy. It might have given you a pump and made you feel like you did something, but it didn't produce enough mechanical tension to drive real growth. Stick to the 5 to 15 rep range for most of your exercises. This is the sweet spot where you can load enough weight to create high tension while still getting enough reps to accumulate meaningful time under tension. Going much lighter than this makes it very difficult to actually reach true muscular failure. Many lifters turn to high-volume training when their workouts aren't producing the results they're looking for. But in reality, the problem isn't the volume, it's the intensity. You don't need to do 40 sets a week for each muscle group if every set is taken to within 1 or 2 reps shy of failure. 15 to 20 working sets per muscle group each week is a solid target for most lifters. Less than that, and you're leaving gains on the table. Going higher offers diminishing returns, where with each additional set, you accumulate more fatigue without getting much in return. And here's the thing, that 15 to 20 set target includes indirect volume. When you bench press, your triceps are engaged and working hard to push the weight. When you do pull-ups, your biceps are getting worked in addition to your back. When you squat, your quads, glutes, and even your calves are involved. Those sets count toward the total volume for those muscle groups. So if you're doing 8 sets of bench press per week plus another 8 sets of overhead press, your triceps are already getting hit on every single one of those sets. You don't need another 15 sets of dedicated tricep work each week on top of that. Adding just 3 or 4 challenging sets of cable pushdowns or skull crushers to the end of your push day routine is all you need. Another common misconception is the idea that you need a large variety of exercises to effectively train a muscle group. This is completely unnecessary. Pick 2 to 3 movements per muscle group and focus on making consistent progress on those exercises. For example, to train your glutes, you could include barbell back squats, Romanian deadlifts, and cable kickbacks in your weekly routine. These 3 exercises are more than enough. You don't need a dozen different exercises or variations to effectively develop your glute muscles. Adding additional exercises or variations wouldn't really provide you with any stimulus that you're not already getting. If anything, it will only serve to distract you from making progress on the original 3 movements. So when you're building your workouts, remember to aim for 15 to 20 working sets per muscle group each week, and remember to select a weight heavy enough to hit failure somewhere in that 5 to 15 rep range. To make sure you're actually progressing on all your lifts, use bench. Bench lets you track every set of every exercise you do, so you have a detailed workout history and you always know what you did last time. Bench also tracks your multi-rep maxes for every exercise, so you can see whether you're actually getting stronger over time at the higher rep ranges. When you break a record, bench will let you know. Bench also automatically tracks your weekly volume for each muscle group, so you can see at a glance whether you're in that 15 to 20 set range. You can even set custom volume goals for each muscle group, and bench tracks your progress toward them automatically as you log your sets. It takes the guesswork out of your training and tracks your strength and volume over time. Bench is completely free to download and use and is available on both iOS and Android. I'll leave a link in the description so you can download the app. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this.